Formula 1 arrived in Azerbaijan, where in recent races has been noted up as having some chaotic scenes. Ferrari and Williams have come here both eyeing victory. Sergio Perez and Charles Leclerc both still in the title fight for the World Championship. There is a small chance for Williams to catch Ferrari in the constructors, although Rosberg will need to start winning some races and supporting Sergio Perez, but both feel that their engine power is significant enough to win the race. With, of course, all teams announcing that they most likely not be bringing any new upgrades up to the car, as they are eyeing the 2020 changes to the new V12 engines. Subsequently, it's looking like that it will either be Ferrari or Williams who takes victory, but will Williams tyre wear cost them, and will Ferrari be able to get what they need in the corners? What will Azerbaijan bring in score? Who knows? Let's see the grid for today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and Sergio Perez starts on pole, fastest of all, but half a second faster than Peter Hampson, who starts in P2. Pierre Gasly starts third, and Nico Rosberg is there to back up his teammate in P4. P5 is a good result for Kevin Magnussen, back in the top 10 after a slip in his recent qualifying form last time out. He's joined by Lewis Hamilton in P6. Charles Leclerc is in P7, so once again not a good qualifying by the Monegasque driver, but it tends to be a better race pace. He's joined on the fourth row by Max Verstappen, whose teammate Van Dorn is on the fifth row alongside Daniel Ricciardo, who is in one of his final races for McLaren. Outside the top 10, Nico Hülkenberg disappointed not to be in the top 10, but he will have free choice of tyre. Valtteri Bottas win the Mercedes, also outside the top 10, as was Carlos Sainz, unable to match his teammate in the top 10. Sebastian Vettel also another woeful qualifying. He only starts 14th and a miserable end to his season at Mercedes. Giovinazzi starts 15th, usual place for him now. Russell 16th. With Ocon in 17th, Kimi Raikkonen joins him in 18th, and that reason for that is because of the woeful Honda power that deserved Toro Rosso the back row of the grid. And now it is time for the race for today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Well, hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy Formula 1 2019. Today we're doing episode number 13 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. A circuit that, to be honest, isn't my favourite, but I seem to be doing well there recently. But yes, let's see what we can do. The car is good. The car's in a good place, so this track isn't bad for me, like Silverstone last time out. But it's a good track. It's an okay track. Obviously, we can occasionally see pilots. You saw a bit of Pierre Gasly having his little crash in practice, but now the focus will be on the race. We've got P2, and we'll have to see what we can do against Perez down into turn 1.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
Thank you, Jeff. Today's stop is a 2-stop strategy because we don't quite have the tyre wear to do the 1-stop, and this is one of those places where that comes into thing. Where it's a 2-stop, although it would work, look at the tyre wear would be very hefty, and I'm pretty sure we would lose time if we did the 1-stop. It's half a tenth faster, it's half a second faster, but I think we can push it. I tried playing about with the thing. We're going to go actually pit lap earlier. So adjusted the pit window slightly. 10 and 11 laps on super softs up to lap 5, so that should give us the better edge, which clearly the team put for Magnussen. I forgot to adjust the fuel limit though, and we've got 2.5 laps of fuel, and it's an absolutely woeful start as we get underway, but we do secure this. We actually don't lose a place. See if what happened to Rosberg. I mean, it's only short, so Gasly got the better start, and Hamilton squeezes out Magnussen there. These two are going thing, and look at this, the Audi power down to turn 3. Rosberg will have the outside, but Gasly, fair play to the Frenchman, has kept it in. Moving to lap 2 now. We're going to see K-Mag come back on Lewis Hamilton now. Can he get him? He's going to go for the outside, which wouldn't be my preferred choice. I always prefer to go down the inside, and that's why. I guess Lewis Hamilton has got the outside edge. You'll have the inside. Sorry, the inside edge, and you have the inside, and he can force you wide. There's a couple of more cars, and he's got to go streamline it down there. Which I believe then Magnussen loses out. And then we can look moving to lap 2. The Rosberger's already gone by, and Gasly's lost. I mean, he's already into thing. But we do go back down the inside of Rosberg, because I'll tell you what it's like. It's like putting a rocket ship onto the back of the HMS Britannia. As Verstappen now has, interestingly, has caught up to Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton dropped back a lot in the British Grand Prix. That probably possibly it was my fault in yesterday's episode. But moving of course to lap 3, I mean, Rosberg has sailed off into the future. It's a goodbye for him. Are we going to be able to have a look down the inside? No, we're not, and that's Rosberg gone past. As Magnussen and Hamilton continue their fights, they're going to fight, and they're losing a lot of time there as we get flash round through the bottom of the top 10. And interesting to see that there is actually, I think Giovinazzi is in the top 10, so he's made some good strides, Giovinazzi, in this while. We've got DRS failure now, which we would have had DRS on Rosberg. Perez is already in. We're coming at the end of the lap, but that is Pierre Gasly gone past us. DRS failures cost us, and Gasly has sailed off into the sunset. Leclerc is one that's catching up, as Rosberg is coming in as well. So yes, Gasly goes on. He now leads the Grand Prix from Leclerc. Kevin Magnussen is into P3 and Hulkenberg in P4. So into the pits we come. We're going to fall pretty much to last place behind the two Toro Rossos, although we should be able to see. Look like they're having a big scrap for the wooden spoon between Kvyat and Verline. So yes, last place for now, but we'll sure be able to catch up to those Toro Rossos, who are slowest of all in qualifying. Actually moving on to the end of lap 6 now, we're actually caught up to both Toro Rossos. We are literally going to waltz past. That's how woeful their straight line speed is. Van Dorn is in, and I think Magnussen is in as well. They're both doing the 2-stop this afternoon. I think Leclerc and Gasly are on a different strategy, and this is Stoffel Van Dorn. He's just come out the pit, so he's come out behind, and he's put a wheel on the curbing and has spun around. I've never seen that with an AI in F1 2018. I know I've had it. The players had it where they get spun around if they go on a curb, but never the AI. It just puts on the curbing and straight into the wall. Van Dorn goes, and that's Van Dorn's race pretty much over. Rosberg has come in again as we sail past George Russell up into 11th place now. As Max Verstappen has also made his stop. We're catching up now to Esteban Ocon in the other Force One. Come on, Esteban. Give us some spaces. Leclerc and Raikkonen and I think Ricciardo are battling, no, Sainz, excuse me, are in a big battle here, and we're caught up to this battle. Raikkonen locks up, makes contact with Sainz. But we can't take catalyze just yet. We're going to have to go down to right. We're going to have to make this 3 wide. We're going to go down the inside of both Raikkonen and Sainz. Put it on the brakes and take away P8 away from both of them. So yes, did Raikkonen keep position? Yes, he did. In actual fact, Sainz had to fend off Ocon in the end. Although he should be able to. Although Ocon will probably get past momentarily, he should get past. Still at the front now. Most of the front runners are starting to make their pit stops. We've seen Nico Hülkenberg lead the race from
16.8 seconds. You have 4 laps till your pit window opens. 16 laps to go.
Now, unfortunately, we haven't actually jumped anything. You can see Leclerc is in on the softs. Hülkenberg is coming in, and Hülkenberg started outside the top 10. Remember, he has come out now. He has made his one and only stop a bit later, and he has come out in the points. So we're into lap 14. Obviously, DRS got fixed in the pits, I should mention, but it sort of ruined our race because we were with Gasly, and I think we could have kept Gasly behind. And Gasly now, of course, is leading the Grand Prix, so we could have effectively been ahead of Gasly, held him up for so long, so his soft tyres would have gone off. Because moving to lap 15, of course, we are coming in to make our final stop onto a set of another set of super softs. We are going to take the super softs and we're going to shred them to bits in an attempt to get back to P back on the podium. May not work, but I think we can do a lot better. Hülkenberg have fresher tyres anyway. We're going to come out in a Mercedes sandwich here. Bottas is ahead of Vettel, despite the fact that Bottas started ahead of Vettel started ahead of Bottas. So Vettel having outside the points again with ourselves and Rosberg and Perez. Oh, Perez is in the group ahead, but Rosberg behind. They're likely to score. Oh, Perez! He's out the Grand Prix. That's a major championship blow. That's not what you want at this time of the World Championship. So that's pretty much championship point. Bottas, give us the space, please. That's pretty much championship point to. I mean, yes, he did have a 9-point lead, I think it was, over Leclerc, but still, that means that Perez is going to have to lose pretty much 16 points. That's third place. That's putting you second place already. It may have just swung. It may have just swung big ways towards Leclerc for his World Championships. We're going to sail past both Ricciardo and Giovinazzi, doing very well, 6th and 7th place. Although we're going to go past now 7th and 8th, although they're going to keep on fighting. Actually, here's Giovinazzi now on Ricciardo, so these two are going to keep fighting it out for pretty much best of the rest on the one stop. And now we've caught up to Lewis Hamilton. Remember, we're now on super softs. We are the fastest man on track, even faster. Well, now Perez has gone even faster than Rosberg, but then Rosberg really hasn't done much. We're past Hamilton before even DRS. New fastest lap of the Grand Prix. I think Bottas has got a puncher. Yes, he has. Did he hit the wall there? I think he did. Hit the wall there. Allows Vettel to go through, but I'm afraid that he's already out the point. Virtual safety car, as usual, came out. Even though Bottas it was not necessary there for the game to row as a virtual safety car. Didn't really come as we're closing. As Hamilton is going to try and come back at us now. He wants that 5th place, really. He's got DRS, although we've got the fresher tyres. Obviously, we do maintain P1. Next up is Max Verstappen, and we've really called back a lot of time here. As we're watching K-Mag now, he's also been to the pits. Mick fitted a second set of super soft tyres. Again, he's trying that around the outside though of Daniel Ricciardo, and Rosberg has gone on to a set of soft tyres, which is why he's not making so much progress as us. So we're claiming, oh my goodness grief, we're going to come from all the way back from Russia and back to overtake Max Verstappen down to P4, clawing back at immense speed. And Magnussen has got past Hamilton actually, as Pierre Gasly has won Renault's first race since, I'm not quite sure when, I think actually officially since the end of Fernando Alonso's reign with the team. Verstappen is going to come back at us, but it's not enough. P4 will have to settle with. It could have been more from the front row. It should have actually been a lot more from the front row, but the tyre wear again really thing. And also we got massively screwed over by our DRS failure, because we would have been ahead of Gasly and be able to back him up into Leclerc and let them spoil out. But anyway, Gasly wins from Leclerc. I think Leclerc will take P2. Hulkenberg comes from 11th to 3rd place to show the might of the Renault performance. Verstappen is 5th behind us, and K-Mag is 6th. Good job for him. Hamilton 7th. Rosberg did a 3-stop, which is why he was 8th. Ricciardo and Giovinazzi ran out of top 10. Outside top 10 were Sebastian Vettel, Raikkonen as well, Van Dorn on the 2-stop, so and also after that spin only finished 13th. Sainz really didn't have much pace in the end, and then Verline got the jump in the end on the 2 force ones, with Bottas struggling with a 2-stop after that puncher. Kvyat was slowest of all, with Perez damagingly not able to finish. So this means that Leclerc now has a 9-point lead over Sergio Perez, so it's a 18-point swing. It's a 9-point. It's reversed basically. The gap's reversed. We now build a clear gap over Hamilton. Pierre Gasly solidifies P5. Verstappen P6. Rosberg drops to 7th. And pretty much there are no other changes. Hulkenberg up to 9th. Solidates 9th place. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, there is literally no. There are a few changes. Cars, we jump up to P3. Hamilton, well, we stay in P3. Renault now P4 with victory in 3rd place. Red Bull at P5. Mercedes had a woeful performance now. They're going to close it out for P6 surely. No other changes in the Constructors. Force 1 and Toro Rosso unlikely to score, bearing in mind now. So yes, that's going to be it for today's episode of Final Fantasy F1. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see more episodes of Final Fantasy F1, and of course episodes of F1 2019 when it comes out, of course, on Tuesday. We will have this series every day until it's finished. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday basically. But until the next video, next time, take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.